One of the things that's a little worrisome in our society is that when the U.S. bishops allowed for cremation instead of whole body burial, it was around the year 2000, maybe 90, 98, 99, there was a huge shift in the Catholic culture. At first it was slow, but now it's picked up. And I was at an undertaker's convention, no joke, and one of the undertakers sitting next to me said, "Father, I have a real problem. Most of my business has been with Catholic families for a few decades. I'd say 85% of my business is with Catholic parishes. And now that cremation is allowed, after I've cremated the remains, Catholic families do not pick up the ashes. And I can't send ashes in the mail in my state. So I've had to build a warehouse with steel shelves with thousands of these little boxes with people's names on them." And he said, what's happened here? And I said, what's happened here is something important, and we need as priests and bishops to work on it. And that is this: when you bury a full body in a grave, we all see it. The body retains its form, and we pray that from this place, the soul and body will rise to resurrection on the last day. When you cremate remains, there is no form to see, and there seems to be very few burials of them comparatively.
Right.
What does this do? I'm afraid it puts us at risk of losing touch with our belief in the resurrection from the dead. We are no longer that resurrection people that has a place with a name and a date and a place to go and place flowers and pray for our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our kids, whomever we have lost. That bond between us and the dead through the resurrection, that's deeply Catholic, and we don't want to lose that. So I think today, with the shift in culture, we need to try to recover that. One way to do that is for priests and deacons to encourage people, very much so. If there's not going to be a funeral mass, consider two things. Give the name to Father so that he can offer a mass for the repose of the soul. And let's take the cremated remains and bury them in a Catholic place where the name of the person, they are remembered, they are loved, and the priest comes by and prays for them by name. It unites us in the resurrection, and boy, does it give the rest of us hope for the next life. Here at the Cathedral of Christ the Light in Oakland, we have a beautiful crypt with hundreds and hundreds of available spaces for burial. It could be mausolea style, it can be crematoria style, it could be anything. And what I see are priests who have buried people there coming back on a regular basis. It's very touching. You see a priest put his hand against the stone with the name of the person he buried there, and he spends his hours saying the rosary for the repose of that soul. That is priestly life. I see families down there lighting candles and begging God for the forgiveness of sins of their own and also for the redemption of the souls of their family members. We need to develop in our culture a kind of bridge building with the souls of the dead. Hey, everybody, one day you and I are going to be on that side of things. We're going to be dead. Won't it be something that our loving family members do not forget us, that the priest in the parish remembers us at Mass on a continual basis until we have entered paradise? You bet it will.